fabulous Jukka from Omnium Gatherum. How are you doing this evening?
Hey man, I'm doing really good. Thanks for asking. The tour's going well. We're here in London, playing in the Dome. Everything's good.
How was last night?
We're in Essen, yeah, in Turok. It was awesome. Really super crowd. Uh, Played a decent show. People seem to enjoy it a lot. But that's been happening a lot on this tour. It's been really great. I think the package is pretty decent. With Northgard, that's a new band for me. I haven't heard them before, but they provide pretty decently live, and of course Wolfhard are friends. So what the hell? Super cool support bands for us, indeed. Yeah.
And we're breaking tradition. This is the first time after a release where I've interviewed you guys, because the previous two times it's always been before the release of an album.
Yeah.
So it's a nice
Something new.
It is, indeed. And, well, the album came out in August?
Yeah,
Yes, end
just
of
like
August.
31st. Yeah.
And how do you feel it's been received?
I'm really glad about the reception, of live, how our listeners and crowds and fans have been reacting to it, and also the press. We try to do something that is totally OG trademark, but still going to beat new territories as well. Just maybe not so progressive this time, but still super melodic, and I think the feedback's been really well, really good. Yeah.
If you had to pick a favourite song off it, which one would you pick?
Well, I want to say Over the Battlefield, which is one of my favorites totally, but now I'm starting to like Cold also, which is the ending track of the album. So it's kind of hard between those two, maybe. The one of the major, the bigger concepts on the album is the absurdity of war, what it does to an individual, what it does to nations. And Over the Battlefield, it's one of those when you when the war kind of stayed inside one's mind, or inside a battle zone, really grinds one up. So it's one of it's really intense. It's basically about that, and the listener doesn't have to choose whether or not it does happen, inside or outside. It's the severity and the how do you put it? The chaotic outcome of it all is one of the and I think one of the most chaotic things about that kind of state is the overcoming silence that happens. After all the noise is gone, you can just hear wee in your ears.
Now, coming onto the set tonight, do you have a particular song that you like playing in the set, or is it just you like playing everything?
I really like our set list a lot this time. I think we really got it. The course of the drama is really, really good. If I had to pick a couple of my favorites from there, Deep Cold would be one from New World Shadows, because we haven't played it for a while, and it's the only longer song on the set list, and it's in the middle of, so it kind of breaks up the whole. It's just intensifies the drama, and of course I like Over the Battlefield playing also, but I think the set in over and over and overall is pretty decent.
Have you had a chance to watch the other bands each night, or has it been quite busy?
Well, it's been really busy. So I've seen some clips here and there, which are alright, and some photos, of course. Nowadays, when in social media, when there's no filters and stuff, so all kinds of photos appear. But I don't mind about that, because if it spreads around, it's all right. That's what the social media is for. So, but it's been really hectic schedule. So, and usually I don't hunt down so much of our performances. If it's there, if someone's watching and analyzing it from some of our band, I can watch it too and give my opinion about it. But I like live is live, so I live past to past and move forward. So
Before a show, do you have like a sort of warm-up schedule, or do you just sort of do a couple of
yeah,
things?
yeah, I do. I do like a vocal warm ups, like maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hours before the show time. And then I just relax and drink a lot of water, or maybe have one beer or something. I haven't drink like in a couple of days now at all, so I'm not sure about beer tonight. But there's different kinds of like rituals there, if you can call them rituals. But they really are like routines. Like that's a better word for me. And of course, like playing 75 minutes a night and not having so many day off, so you have to take care of your voice.
And how long have you been doing the harsh vocals for?
Uh, 20 since I was like 15, maybe. Yeah, the first demo came like from my other band came like 1995. There you go, guys. Not so young anymore. But something like 20 plus years, 25 plus years. So, since I started listening to that kind of music, I've always liked to do it, like, but of course it includes practicing, because otherwise it would be like your vocal cords and stuff, like it would be destroyed, like totally, especially when you start touring more, which we started like with OG, we started touring more like maybe 10 years ago. I was just like, I was new to the band, just like 2 years. And then I really realized that, you have to, like, you have to have certain kinds of like rules, at least for me individually. I know some people that can like drink the whole tour and not, their voice not getting affected so much, but that's so like an individual thing. So for me, it's and I prefer it like that, because I don't like the hangovers either nowadays so much. So I can drink here and there, but that I drink more when I'm at home.
Yeah. If you had to pick one thing you couldn't live without on tour, what would it be?
A decent bunk to get a good night's sleep. Everybody appreciates a good night's sleep. That's like, I've had some like shitty bunks, and before we start using nightliners, in the vans, like, and stuff like, it was like really stressing, like physically and also mentally. Other thing I would pick like is I wouldn't go on a tour with a bad company. That's also like the chemistry inside the band. Like, you cannot affect the other bands that may or may not be on tour with you. That's a different thing altogether. But if we wouldn't have a decent chemistry going on, like as friends and as colleagues in OG, I wouldn't be in the band. I would just like go. So, you go and find yourself another singer. But, we have a good thing going on, so what the hell?
How cold was it in that river?
Actually, it wasn't so cold, because that was one of those periods in last summer in Finland that it was really hot. So it wasn't so cold. Like sometimes when it was like 8+ hours that we shot it, so I could get like a bit chilly, but I enjoyed it. It was like a jacuzzi, like a natural jacuzzi in a way. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, Jukka.
Thank you, guys, and stay metal, of course.